In the late 16th century, a small stretch of land in northern Europe lay submerged, not just by water, but by war. For 80 brutal years, the provinces of the Netherlands fought a relentless struggle for independence against the mighty Spanish Empire. This was a land of flooded battlefields, of cities reduced to smoldering ruins, and of a people pushed to the very brink of starvation. Exhausted militias faced the world's most powerful army. But from these ashes, from this rebellion, and from 80 years of unimaginable struggle, a new nation was about to be born. The year is 1648. The war is over. The Netherlands is free. But it is a nation scarred, battered, and seemingly broken. Yet, where others saw ruin, the Dutch saw opportunity. They united not under the banner of military conquest, but under a revolutionary economic vision. The heart of this vision was Amsterdam. Watch as its iconic canals expand like arteries, carrying the lifeblood of a new era. In the shipyards, the glow of forges burns day and night, hammering out the tools of a future empire. In crowded counting houses, merchants calculate fortunes on a scale the world has never seen, while brilliant minds develop new methods of navigation, turning the vast, unknown oceans into highways of commerce. This was the dawn of the Dutch Golden Age. Suddenly, Dutch ships were everywhere. Their trade routes exploded across the globe, a web of ambition spun from Amsterdam. Their mastery of shipbuilding became legendary, culminating in the creation of a revolutionary vessel, the Flight. This ship was a game changer. Cheaper to build, requiring a smaller crew, and boasting a massive cargo hold, it was far more efficient than anything Spain or Portugal could float. The Flight allowed the Dutch to outcompete and dominate. Dutch sailors, once simple fishermen and rebels, became masters of the Arctic winds, the African coasts, and the distant seas of Asia. They didn't seek to build an empire of land like Spain. They built an empire of the sea founded on relentless innovation and ruthless efficiency. While Spain poured its wealth into armies and conquests, the Dutch invested in trade, technology, and a radical new idea, a company so powerful it would operate like a state. In 1602, the Verenigde Compagnie was born. We know it as the VOC, the Dutch East India Company. This was not just a business, it was a titan. It was the world's first multinational corporation and the very first company to issue public shares, allowing ordinary citizens to invest in its global ventures. Imagine buying a piece of an empire. The Amsterdam Stock Exchange became a chaotic theater of ambition, where fortunes were made and lost with the arrival of a single ship. But the VOC was more than just a trading company. It was a power unto itself. It possessed its own armies, its own navy, and the authority to wage war, negotiate treaties, and establish colonies. At its zenith, the VOC was wealthier than many of Europe's most powerful kingdoms combined. Its fleets, numbering in the thousands, cut through stormy waters, challenging the Portuguese and Spanish for control of the world's most lucrative trade routes. We see epic naval battles in the Indian Ocean, where Dutch cannons roared, securing dominance over the spice trade that was worth more than gold. They established a sprawling network of forts and trading posts, from the Cape of Good Hope to the shores of Japan. In the East Indies, they founded the city of Batavia, modern-day Jakarta, a powerful headquarters for their Asian operations. The holds of their ships returning to Amsterdam were filled with treasures that dazzled Europe. Spices like cloves, nutmeg, and mace, which had once been worth their weight in gold, now flowed into the city's warehouses. Silks from China, porcelain of exquisite beauty, and precious metals from across the globe filled the canal-side mansions of Dutch merchants. The Netherlands, a tiny nation that could be crossed on foot in a few days, was now the gatekeeper of global trade. The VOC didn't just participate in the world economy. It fundamentally reshaped it, creating the first truly globalized marketplace. Think about this astonishing transformation. A rebel nation, born from a desperate fight for survival, had become a maritime empire that rewrote the rules of global trade. They proved that economic power could be more formidable than military might, and that innovation could triumph over tradition. This is the story of the Dutch rise, an epic tale of defiance, ingenuity, and the birth of the most powerful company in history. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey into the past, don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories that shaped our world.